I know I said I was going to take like a break from talking about the movies, but movie stuff came up, so surprise. Hey, what's up everyone, it's me, SpeedSuperSonic, bringing you guys another video. In this video today, we are back again to talk more about Sonic Movie 3. We've actually had a lot of things to talk about when it comes in relation to the Sonic movie universe in particular. A lot of information, a lot of stuff has been coming out, specifically about the Knuckles TV show, and we have some stuff to actually talk about the movie, the upcoming movie, Sonic Movie 3, that is due out on December 20th of 2024. We're inching closer and closer to it, and I think we're getting more of a solid idea of where we're heading. We have some new bits of information from various different places, actually. So I thought we'd dive into all of it today and really just see where we're at with the movie right now. Any piece of info is obviously much needed. The biggest thing, first thing is first, CinemaCon 2023 has been going on. Paramount, who is obviously the distributor of the Sonic the Hedgehog movies, was there talking about various films. And one of the films that was mentioned was Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Now obviously, like I said, Sonic Movie 3 isn't due out until literally the very end of next year. So they didn't really have too much to say on the movie. They were really there to talk about the films that are coming out this year, such as their new Transformers movie and their new Ninja Turtles movie and different kind of stuff like that. Sonic Movie 3 hasn't even started filming yet. So while yes, Sonic Movie 3 was mentioned at CinemaCon, it wasn't one of their premiere films that they were showing off anything about, like concept art or images from the film, because once again, there's nothing to show. But when it was mentioned, it is said that Sonic Movie 3, when brought up in terms of their upcoming films, received the strongest reaction from the CinemaCon crowd, meaning there's probably just a big cheer for Sonic Movie 3, which is very exciting. I think that should be very reassuring to Paramount that this franchise is very beloved and something that people are very excited about. Never have I ever doubted that they're not going to do Sonic Movie 3 or that, oh, we're just gonna cancel it, never mind, we'll just stop. I hope that just provides more confidence in the studio to just like show, yeah, people love this franchise, it has a lot of backing and support behind it, so that's very exciting. But that was kind of the small thing I wanted to get out of the way first, because I know a lot of people are wondering if Sonic Movie 3 would be at CinemaCon in any way. I didn't really make a video about it because I didn't think it would be, and it technically wasn't, but it received a mention and it was a very strong reaction when it was, so that's very cool. But we actually do have an update on the upcoming film from the star of the Sonic movies, Ben Schwartz, who obviously voices Sonic the Hedgehog himself. Thanks to comicbook.com, they have this exclusive article that came out talking about it right here, so let's dive into it. Ben Schwartz provides update on Sonic the Hedgehog 3 exclusive. The golden age of video game movies is in full effect. 2023 alone has already provided fan favorite adaptations of The Last of Us and Super Mario Bros., with both the HBO series and the animated theatrical movie breaking numerous streaming and box office records respectively. That said, successful game to film adaptations are not a complete novelty to New Year. Despite a rocky start, Paramount's Sonic the Hedgehog crushed when it eventually raced into theaters, boasting a $320 million worldwide gross in the final weeks of pre-pandemic theatrical releases. The Ben Schwartz voice character impressed even more with 2022's Sonic the Hedgehog 2, ranking in over $400 million at the box office. Sonic's success as a theatrical franchise has led to Paramount giving a threequel the bright green light and a tentative release date for December 2024. Uncertainty began to surround the third installment after star Jim Carrey, who fulfills the franchise's main antagonist role of Dr. Robotnik, announced that he was considering retiring from acting. If he does decide to hang it up, Sonic producers Neil H. Morris and Toby Asher confirmed that the character would not be recast. We've known that, but just in case you didn't, that was said at the premiere, I believe, of the second movie, because he said this like before the second movie came out. Speaking to comicbook.com, at the Renfield premiere, leading man Ben Schwartz remained optimistic that the full crew would be back for a Sonic the Hedgehog 3, but admitted he is in the dark when it comes to plans for the third installment. I don't know anything about it. I know Jim Carrey said that he might retire. I hope that we all get to come back and do another one because I would love it. Schwartz said, that's one of my favorite characters, so my hope of all hopes is that all of us come back and we get to make another one, and then we get to add a Shadow. I hope it keeps going. I hope that I keep doing it because I love that. I love that franchise so much. Schwartz's Shadow illusion is a nod to Sonic the Hedgehog 2's post-credit scene, which featured the debut of the black and red furred hedgehog. Shadow had no speaking lines in his lone scene, meaning the role is still ultimately up for grabs. While a Sonic 3 may still be in the earliest stage of development, fans won't have to wait long to get more from the Hedgehog's world. Paramount Plus is moving forward with Knuckles, a spin-off series that will feature Idris Elba returning to the titular vocal role. So, what can we really take away from that? The most obvious is that Ben Schwartz doesn't really know what's going on with the film right now. He doesn't know anything about where it stands in its development right now, what's going to happen. I think we're pretty confident that the movie is going to happen, so if any of you guys were worrying about that, I think us talking about CinemaCon earlier in this video should, you know, calm your worries. Not just that, but the writers of the Sonic movie 3 and everything like that have been talking about it, and so it's gonna happen. It's very clearly at an early stage of development still in 2023. For the longest time, I personally have been saying to you guys, oh, Sonic movie 3 should start filming pretty soon, and I think I might have been wrong about that. What I think is happening is that Jeff Fowler, who I'm assuming will be directing Sonic movie 3, and a lot of the people who are working, or going to be working on Sonic movie 3, are really busy right now with Knuckles. They're working on that series to get that out as soon as possible. It is a mini-series, it's not going to be anything incredibly over-demanding or take too long, but it's definitely taking away time from Sonic movie 3. Now, Jeff Fowler is only directing the pilot episode, I believe. But still, you have a lot of people, a lot of crew members who worked on the Sonic movies dedicating their time to the Knuckles show currently, and then will return to Sonic movie 3 at a later date, we're assuming. Rather than filming in tandem, like I speculated earlier, the show is filming right now, currently. It seems like it just started within the last month or so. I think that this thing could honestly start filming really close to its release date, meaning like very, very late this year or very early next year. I think that they're working on the Knuckles show first, getting that ready, getting that for release late this year, early next year, and then they'll just follow up with Sonic movie 3 and get to work on that as soon as possible right after. But it seems like Sonic movie 3 development has been kind of put on hold and has that later release date because of this Knuckles show. I'm sure we would have filming by now, or maybe even earlier release date than December if they didn't do the Knuckles show, but because they're doing the Knuckles show, it's just simply taking a lot of time away from people who are working on 3. So it's going to take a while for that to get going. I know they aren't the craziest updates in the world, they're not making your head explode, but any info, any idea of where Sonic movie 3 or anything Sonic movie universe related could be, I want to talk about, I want to tackle, because I know a lot of you guys are interested in it, I'm very interested in it, but I want to know what you think. What do you think about Sonic movie 3's strong reaction from the CinemaCon 2023 crowd, and also what do you think about Ben Schwartz's comments coming from comicbook.com talking about kind of being in the dark where Sonic movie 3 is? Do you think this is a good sign, something to be worried about that we don't know about that's going on behind the scenes? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'd love to know what you guys have to say. Feel free to follow me on social media. Links to my Twitter and Instagram are description below. You can follow this obviously live my life for your and all things Sonic the Hedgehog. But most importantly, if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. This is the #1 destination on YouTube for all things Sonic. Whether it's video games, TV shows, movies, comics, merchandise, and more, we talk about it all. So while, yes, the wait for Sonic movie 3 is going to be quite long, we do have the Knuckles show coming very soon. We're already getting news in relation to it, so I'll be the first to break down all of that. But also any other piece of Sonic information that's not even tied into the movie universe, video games, TV shows, like I mentioned. There's so much cool stuff still on the way this year and in the coming years. A lot of secrets, a lot of surprises. I can't wait to tackle with all of you guys. I love you all so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Wonder what you want right now, wonder what you want right now. Used to be proud about, used to be proud about it. Counting all my blessings and count my dollars.